Yo, right here in the small box. Glasses Malone represents remembering what you were supposed to say. All right, when you having a thought and you're losing it, Glasses Malone is a representation of not losing that thought. All right, so let's go ahead and get started and lock in with this video right here. Listen, it's been a while since I did this, but there's only one thing I gotta say right now. Yo, you, right here in the small box, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions. Oh, wow. God, welcome back to the Flex Mob Network. You tapped in with the Flex Mob. You only with the... Damn, how did I say it again? Shit. Anyway, welcome back to the Flex Mob Network. You tapped in with the Flex Mob. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all for stopping by for show. We're going to go ahead and get started with this video right here from the Culture United. Let's not waste no more time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite reaction channel and network. Don't forget that hype button, all right? I don't talk about it too much, but I'm trying. Let's get started. God damn, I really forgot how to intro my own
Three things before we get to that. Two things before we get to that. I was telling Elders, I remember telling y'all that he wasn't close to being out of his deal. Everybody told me he sued because he's finna get out of his deal. He just needed one more album. The reason he's suing because he was in negotiations to renew a new deal. He was one album he had already recouped. So you mean to tell me this ain't all profit? Since all these albums ain't profit? Oh, you mean he actually still in this fucking deal? Okay, so we got that out the way. That ridiculous lie that he sued because he was in the middle of negotiations for this new deal because he had already recouped. All that lying y'all fucking been doing and all that dumbass shit, like this new lie y'all telling, y'all know goddamn well that ain't what's finna happen. Okay, if he felt like these people betrayed, why the fuck would he re-up for new money? Like, come on, man, like.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I wouldn't respect that. Like, I can't believe y'all are saying he gonna go back to the label. You think he gonna re-sign with the label?
Yeah, re-signing with the label would be the dumbest thing he ever do, knowing that he can make up all that money by himself. Then again, I don't know if he can really do it because being an independent artist is not easy. Because when you're working outside the industry, especially when you're challenging the industry, you kind of see what happens to all the indie artists that be doing good without the industry. I'm just saying. So it would be wise that he signed with them again, but at the same time, hey, bro, let's just keep going.
Yes.
Drake.
What would happen to a pop artist without the system?
At this point, he's been through the system for so long, he should be able to go independent and freak the system himself by paying.
What Glasses has said, they own the system. Like
how would you get access? It's not a cash for.
Oh,
like you can have the money and it's not gonna work for you.
Oh,
like it's their system. Billboard is their system.
Damn, Judy.
All this is systems that they in business with. Why the fuck? Back up. First off, fuck that. Everybody told me that, oh, you know, he was on the verge. He had just finished his deal. He recouped. That's what y'all lied and told me. He already recouped this $400 million. He was finna sign for $600 million. He was down to his last album. Now, why has it been 4 albums since then?
$400 M's, and you wanted to re-sign for another 400 M's. You didn't sign back. You're still in your deal. So, okay. I'm just trying to understand it because based on the explanation over the years, it sounds like he's working to get out his deal. But because he recouped so fast, to me, it sounded like he was going to sign something outside the deal that was similar to that 400 M's. That's what it sounds like. I know that's not true, but based on the explanations that I'm hearing, that's what it sounds like. It's like you're going to sign something extra, and then you're going to be stuck in that, but staying with the main deal. All right, staying with the main deal that you're still in. You still owe albums. It was alleged that you owe 1. but you gave him 3. Does that sound right? Like, just literally just go back for a second. Like, just
back up. First off, fuck that. Everybody told me that, oh, you know, he was on the verge. He had just finished his deal. He recouped. That's what y'all lied and told me. He recouped. He already recouped this 300-400 million. He finished off for 600 million. He was down to his last album. Now, why has it been 4 albums since then? Why has it been 4 albums since then? Y'all told me this shit in 2024.
The rumor with Sony, that was definitely talked about a lot for sure. But here's the thing. I'm more focused on the $2 billion alleged deal that's on the table for him. That's what I want to focus on more. Okay, because let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this just real quick, because this is something that I've wanted to talk about for a while. All right. Now, I don't know the exact details of the situation. I'm only basing it off of the things that we've learned off of the internet, not the things that we are hearing. When we're listening to Glasses Malone, this is something that we've heard. We are talking about things that I have learned. So when I watch other videos where I'm sitting back learning about what's going on, this is where I'm basing that from. So I want to start with that first. $2 billion allegedly. Cool. This 3-album drop, because this is 3 albums. Let's get that right now. This is 3 albums. Okay? In total, the 3-album drop was around 683. That was the last time I saw the number. 683,000 units moved through the 3-album drop. Okay? This is what I gotta say. The main Iceman album had, if I'm correct, it was around 400 to 500 units, just in between that. I just want to create that margin so it makes it easier, makes lives easier. And then, what was it? Habiti was what, 120 something, and then Maid of Honor was like around the same as Habiti. So like Habiti and Maid of Honor were around the same units sold, in the hundreds. So 100K plus units for both. My thing is, views in Scorpion, those are your highest. That's views is your peak. Scorpion is your best. That doesn't equate to $2 billion, because how is it that Iceman alone made 400 to 500,000 units sold, but you drop 3 projects? Bro, is anybody not understanding? Like, if that's your best and it's not even close to what you could have done or the best that you've done, how are you getting $2 billion on the effing table? How? That doesn't make sense. If Iceman is what you wanted, is this the best you can do? You are a mob boss now. You're stepping into your character. You're stepping into your role. Mind you, of all the advertising that went into this album rollout, you think he really took away what he sold? On top of that, knowing that he doesn't, bro, until Birdman says otherwise. Because when Birdman sat down with Nick Cannon on Nick Cannon's podcast, and he said himself, Drake doesn't own his own name, until Birdman says otherwise, that's set in stone. Why do you think he wants to be called the boy? Because the boy is gonna get the money, but Drake is nigga. And then let's not forget his damn near double 360 deal. I just trying to understand how you get 2 billies from something that's subpar, and then you paying out so much money, bro. You paid to bust down the CN Tower. The amount of millions it took to bust down the whole CN Tower to make it look like ice. Bro, come on, bruh. 2 billion where? It's not on the table. I'm sorry. It doesn't make sense. The numbers don't add up. And then your songs are falling off the charts. What was it? Janice STFU? Fell off. It's gone. And then you trying to compare yourself to Mike Jack. Mike Jack don't make songs disappear. Billie Jean is up there right now, my nigga, for Spotify. You got a dead man that surpassed Taylor Swift in monthly listeners with 110 million. Where's your monthly listeners if you're a $2 billion artist that has a deal on the table? If your $2 billion is on the table, where's your 110 million monthly listeners? I'm asking questions that make sense. None of this, it makes no sense that you have that on the table. But then you want to put out a song called Bees on the Table. You making this up. You making this up. When you do the math and you have all the values on the table, 2 billion would never happen. Ever. I'll change in a bit. Ron, facts. That's crazy to me. That's $2 billion where? Forget everything else about Michael Jackson. Forget everything else. There's no artist above the system. There's no artist that can be above the label. It's literally impossible. And for them to give you a high 9-figure deal, you're going to be stuck. Because I hope you got your lawyers locked in with you, bro. I really hope you got your lawyers locked in with you, because I'm telling you this right now. Nigga, you shut your mouth. What we need to understand is that the industry is it's a place. It's a place not for the weak, I'll tell you that. The industry don't care about high emotions. They just care about their money coming in. Notice, because I don't want to do the comparison with Kendrick Lamar yet. And it's not the comparison that a lot of people might be thinking, but I'm just going to keep going. What I'm trying to get at is that the industry is going to trap you again. Because you make so much money. You think the industry is going to make you move around freely? You are not Taylor Swift. You are not a white pop star. Sorry, you're not a white woman that's a pop star. Regardless if you like it or not, because we don't know based on your history, you're black. All right? You're a black artist. They gonna drain you for money. Please understand that. And even if you have a $2 billion deal on the table, you gonna be working for the rest of your life. The same thing what Deadpool said in Deadpool and the Wolverine, when Wolverine came back at the end. Yeah, you gonna be working 60 years, nigga. 60 years. You're gonna have to tell Adonis to pick up from where you left off. Huh? You're going to have to sit there and talk to whoever in charge. Like, look, man, I don't know if I could do it no more. But my son, man, we can turn him to like Lil Bow Wow or something. Because, like, I can't do this no more. We can, for my son, Because my son is just so albino because there's not a lick of black on him. All right, we can turn him into some sort of Justin Bieber and Lil Bow Wow hybrid, so we can make him into an astronomical superstar on both sides of the table, bro. You better pray. You better pray Adonis don't get in this shit, bro. Bro, this is crazy. This is crazy. And now when we talk about Kendrick now, the only reason why I want to bring Kendrick into this is because Kendrick played the game. He played the game, bruh. That's why when it came to like a couple weeks ago or like a month ago by now, when, Not Like Us, this song, that song disappeared off YouTube and then it's back. But then there's certain things that are missing because the deal changed so that he has ownership that over his music now, that he owns this part of his music, because that's going to apply to PG Lang. What that move that he made is helping him with his label right now, so that's money in his pocket for the times that we stream, play, etc. with the music. That's what you're supposed to aim for. That's what Kendrick's done. That's what he's been doing. Strategic moves, strategic business moves. That is putting himself and the people around him in position to be successful silently. Let's make that clear. Drake is for himself. I don't see nobody from OVO that is hot right now. And we can list off the names. None of them are hot. Let's just say that. They might have that comfortability. They might feel safe. But they need to understand that's not longevity, knowing that y'all are not going nowhere. A lot of people need to understand that more. Just because the name is popular doesn't mean the name is actually reaching towards the consumer. It's one thing to have the numbers. It's another thing for that number to reach to somebody. That's what the music is for. The music is for your reach so that you can gain and amass fans. That's the point. But if you only focus on the numbers as if you're Russell Westbrook, my nigga, you not going nowhere. Congratulations. You can get a triple-double for the rest of your life, and it don't mean nothing if you don't got that ring, nigga. And you're not supposed to buy the ring either. You're supposed to earn it. That's the thing. That's how you're supposed to move. But I don't see that anywhere over there. But as soon as we look over here, I see it clear as day. You can't say nothing about Baby Keem knowing that Baby Keem sold out the tour before his album dropped. I don't see nobody from OVO do that. What are we talking about? You need another OT to real reaction? Shit, I'll do it. The deal's already in place. The transition started in 2023, girl. All I'm saying is the numbers do not add up at all. And it's unfortunate that Drake fans feel so comfortable to be lied to. But if that's your prerogative, don't let me stop you.
And 25 for that fucking album came out.
I'm sorry, I was trying to listen. I'm sorry, I know I'm fucking up your rant. Explain it to me again. So I did hear that he was supposed to be up for renegotiation in 2026, and this is the reason why he was suing, because he was saying promoting Not Like Us was to make him look bad, to fuck up the negotiation. Tell me where the recoup part is coming in. And
one, there was never a negotiation talk about 2026. That just came up today. The initial thing was he was done. He had recouped. He had put out the 4 albums when he first signed a deal. He had put out the 4 albums. Here go the 4 albums. And I'll tell you, I'm like, why would they devalue him in a song? That don't even make sense. Like, you're going to sell the records you're going to sell. Fuck the song, bro. Like, what is that? What? Like, they thought for 2 seconds he lost the battle. You know what? If he loses his battle, he ain't going to sell the records like he used to. Bro, y'all keep making that up. That's not what happened to Ja Rule. Fucking Murder Inc. got a Fed case. Def Jam dropped their deal. Ja Rule had 3 or 4 fucking top 40 songs after the battle. He had a fucking gold single. He had a top 10 song. Like he wasn't some motherfucker that was dead. I don't know where y'all get this lie. Y'all just been lying this whole fucking time. And now y'all talking this old silly shit. Oh, he's up for a bid. For what? Why? It's a market share business. Totally get it. Where we at? You cannot go independent and have access to the system. Kanye is learning that the first hand. You try to go independent and you fuck with that system, they gonna do what they did to Larry to your ass. They gonna start putting all kind of crazy cases and lying on your name and say you did this because Larry gave him access to the system. And they said, nah, this motherfucker out the system. If you decide to go out the system, it ain't no money you can spend to get in it. And that's something you just gotta be in it to know. Once you understand, you do it anyway.
Real quick, just for audience clarity, Glass is talking about Larry Jackson. Larry Jackson is the president of Gamma. Gamma just put out Ye's Bully. Not too long after that, a website called Larry Jackson Exposed pop up and started saying all kinds of crazy things that, if they are true, were entirely meant to damage his business relationship. And then today, Larry Jackson confirmed that he's actually suing who put that website up. I just want to make sure people are clear in terms of what you're talking about, G.
And side note, before you move on, I'm very excited about this website this lawsuit, because what's interesting about this lawsuit is he doesn't know who put the website up. So what he's doing is he's using the court to try to get the discovery to find out who is behind this campaign. And I am locked in as if we watching a whodunit, because if they actually reveal it, I'm sure it's gonna be like Scooby-Doo when they snatch the mask off somebody, be like, Kanye. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
What's interesting?
I would have got away for it. I would have got away for it if it wasn't for you pesky courts.
I want to say something just right quick, because I was reading the chat. I got my laptop up over here. For the artists in the chat that don't understand what Glasses is saying when he's saying the system, right? It's like the same thing with prohibition and shit. John Gotti and these motherfuckers was trying to control where the alcohol was distributed, how the bottles looked, who could buy it, where it was served. In music, it's the same thing. These Billboard charts, these Complex, these pages, these things that radio stations, Clear Channel, Illuminate, all these are systems that are all in tune together. So when you get out of that system, you try to hit Live Nation and say, I'm paying for my own. It's a lot of shit that got to go down before you could just pay to do your own shit.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay, I'm trying to remember the year that I watched the interview with. Actually, you know what? Even better. This is what we're gonna do. I need to go to the Breakfast Club. This is rare. I don't really go to the Breakfast Club. I need to go to the Breakfast Club because they had an interview with Young Dolph. It was a couple years ago. I just need to remember what year. 8 years, 9 years. Issues with Yo Gotti, family struggles. CIAA shooting, bulletproof, more on the Breakfast Club. I don't know which one exactly. Become a father, much more. King of Memphis. It might have been 9 years ago. I'm trying to think because I want to make sure I have the year as close as possible because it's gonna matter for what I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna keep it safe. And I'll say 9 years ago. The reason that I'm saying this is because, and who was that? Yo, what was it? The what? I missed the name, but I apologize for missing the name. But I appreciate you for your subscription. Thank you so much. The reason why that I'm saying that it's 9 years ago or a decade ago is because on that Breakfast Club interview, back when I used to watch the Breakfast Club religiously. When I watched that interview, Young Dolph talked about how much it took for him to promote his music the best he could. when you're promoting your music, when you're pushing your music, pushing your sound, of course, there's many different strategies that you can take. But if you simply wanted to just push it because that's what he was doing, Young Dolph didn't really do too much on the internet to say, oh, I can do this, this, and this. I can make a video here promoting. He didn't do that. He just paid to push. Not that he's paying for no number one. He's paying for, Young Dolph don't bot. Let's get that out the way. But when you're marketing, promoting your music, that's a lot of money that's going to come out your pocket to pay different individuals to help you create some sort of campaign or some sort of media kit to present your music to the world. That's what happens when you get into the marketing, the advertising realm of music. It costs a lot of money. It's not cheap. So when I heard Dolph put up $1 million to push one of his albums, that was 10 years ago. Who knows how much it's going to take? And mind you, Dolph is not a superstar. Where he's from, he was definitely the one. But he wasn't a superstar. Just imagine what it's going to cost for Aubrey if he was to be independent, for him to push his music, knowing that he double-crossed a lot of people behind the scenes. There's a lot of people that have genuine hate, but because he's under this thing called UMG, the last thing you want to do is talk bad about him, because his rich baby daddy, Lucian Grange, was going to take care of it like how he's taken care of him since the beginning of their whole relationship. Drake has bad rep with a lot of people. But because there is a lot of fear that's around that, because of the individuals at the top that protects him, you got to play nice. And that's what a lot of people's been doing over the years, playing nice. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to see it that way because they don't study it. When you study it, when you sit down, you watch the interviews, you hear people talk, and then you hearing how the business work outside of the usual suspects, you're going to realize that you must have the relationships, the network. You gotta have people in your back pocket that you can utilize to help you climb. Drake skipped all that shit to get the crown from Lucian so that everything else has to follow him. Cause that's a goose. It's crazy to me, but that's how it goes. So when he's away and he's by himself, and now you gotta jump through the hoops to get not only certified and ready for North America, but now you gotta push your music globally. And there's a lot of things you gotta do. There's a lot of forms you gotta sign. There's a lot of I'm trying to remember the kind of hoops you gotta do because I learned from the manager's playbook. But there's a process. There's a process you gotta go through when you want to push your music globally. And push your music globally, that's more money. That's more money. Dolph spent $1 million for here, and it somehow came to Canada and went down to Mexico, but that's North America. He didn't pay for the rest of the world. So a lot of people around would not even know who he is. Man, it's a lot of goddamn money, bruh. So even though if he was to be independent to make this much, how much did you pay to gain this? Because that comes out of it. It's crazy. He got bot work. It's hilarious. Yes, Tiff. UMG owns his old music thanks to Lil Wayne. Thanks to Lil Wayne signing away parts of Young Money, that signed away parts of Drake's music. If I'm correct, up to Views. Views? Okay. What? Okay, hold on. I need the year of when Lil Wayne signed it away, because that's going to let you know up to what album is under UMG. I need that year because I can literally answer right now up to what year. Up to what album. That's not Drake's. Cause if Scorpion is not his, if Scorpion is not his, oh my God. The Ninja's literally Milli Vanilli. I'm sick.
Cat Williams, they call Cat Williams a smoker for years, bro. Because listen, I'm not saying you can't be what people consider independent. Like Jay-Z is what you consider independent until you realize his partner is Live Nation. Right? So the concept of, which I'm not saying it. Y'all all told me that he was finna be out his deal. He had one album. He had already recouped. Well, there's a lot of extra money he giving him. He's just the most generous motherfucker in the world. He gave him 4 more albums. He generous. I didn't know this nigga was that generous.
Why would Wayne do that? Because he needed money.
I never knew that he was in the business of giving fucking money away. I swear to God, he was just suing him. But he in the business of giving money. That means he wasn't fucking recouped. That means he wasn't close to being recouped. That means that this was not about he was suing them because they put out a song that damaged his brand. All that dumb ass shit. Now, 2 years later, he put out a successful album, which his last album wasn't unsuccessful. That bitch was platinum. It had a #2 song. Here's another successful group of albums. It ain't like these motherfuckers, the most successful albums in the fucking world is free to listen to. One did 4, the other ones did 100 apiece. Taylor Swift could do the same shit. Not knocking it because it is Taylor Swift. I'm just saying, why does this position him any more or any less than before? He was doing the same shit.
Oh, so you're saying the album proved that the promote or whatever so-called promotion of the song did not, in fact, hurt his image. That's very interesting.
Well, my thing is, what more can you throw at him if he does go independent versus other people who have dealt with it, trying to go against the system? I feel like he's probably dealt with maybe not.
They gonna make it a living hell for him. You might have some positive relationships because your name still has power, but it's not a brand. A lot of people are, that's another thing, man. Like when you start to peel apart the layers towards this, and then now you're looking at the fruit and you realize that there's a lot of peels to this fruit, bruh. OVO is a brand. OVO is a label. OVO is that's him. That's his brand. Drake itself, through the eyes or through the gaze of what a brand looks like, I don't see that with Drake. I still see him as an artist. You can apply that to Kendrick. Kendrick is still an artist. Kendrick is not a brand. Travis Scott is a brand. Okay? Drake is not a brand, though. There's still more that he has to do to make that name a brand. If that makes sense to anybody. I know it can get real confusing for a lot of people. But when I compare somebody that has a name that is considered a brand against this artist still needs to do more, and in fact has made mistakes that could have made his name a brand. Travis Scott is good. Reason being, when you're looking at OVO, when you're looking at Nocta, and then when you're looking at anything else that is associated with this name, it's all separate and different entities. It's not under that one umbrella that it's supposed to be. Travis Scott is under that one umbrella when he has his when he has his collab with Nike. The Travis Scott what? Travis Scott shoe this, Travis Scott shoe that. McDonald's deal, how he shut down McDonald's off of his name having a combo and it wasn't even anything special. The different things Travis Scott has done with his name alone makes it a brand. Drake has brands under his name. It's not the same.
Maybe not, but
Birdman still owns Drake. There you
honestly,
go.
I think
There you go.
I think death is on the table. And I'm not trying to be dark when I say that.
Yeah.
But this is an industry that started by literal actual gangsters.
But forgive me.
Even looking at Michael Jackson's story.
Yeah.
What has he went through?
No, I'm just talking about what they've said publicly about
What
him.
have they threw at him?
I mean, PDF.
That's a fucking line in a rap.
See, Jeremy, they didn't throw that at him. They didn't throw PDF at him, bruh. It's still on the internet. It's still on the internet. He didn't, and nobody threw it at him. Nobody threw it at him knowing that it's right there. Come on, bruh.
No, I'm just talking about what they've said publicly about
What
him.
have they threw at him?
I mean, PDF.
That's a fucking line in a rap battle. They
But I'm just
actually
saying
threw
it's
PDF
enough.
at Michael Jackson.
But let me answer your question. I'll answer your question directly, G. If we're going to believe the
That is Jeremy.
lawsuit, Drake's team argues that UMG interfered with the potential success of any of these tracks during the battle by continuously promoting them, which in their filings, they argue would devalue him at a point when he was about to have to enter renegotiations. He devalued him in the marketplace. That is the argument from what they're saying.
He has not went through anything. Even people lying. You know how fucking crazy.
But the thing is that the PDF claims came from him. I don't understand. You said on Tailor Made in Tupac's voice, since you want to use AI so much, oh, you can talk about me liking little girls. That's a gift from me. I heard it on the Budden podcast. It must be true. That was you. That was you. You said it. You said it. Kendrick came around on Not Like Us and said, say, Drake, I hear you like 'em young. Where did he hear it from? You. He heard it from you. How many more times do we need to say this, bro? How many more times do we have to continue to say these words? It's crazy to me, bruh. This is Culture United. Come on, bruh. Y'all supposed to know. This ain't fiction. Regardless if it's in a rap song or a rap beef song or not. Just looking at the details in the bars. It's like Kendrick is giving that bar a storyline by saying, I hear you like 'em young. Well, who did he hear it from? Oh, Jesus.
Crazy. He didn't go through nothing. He sued them because of how they promoted someone else's record.
Say it again.
He sued them because of how they promoted someone else's record. He sued them because of how they promoted someone else's record. He sued them because of how they promoted someone else's record.
And what promo? That's the thing. What promo? Because both sides during the beef allowed people to react to the music. It's not their fault that one side literally sounded better and the other side just sounded familiar. In a rap beef, you need to be innovative, especially when y'all are the upper echelon of artists. That's the thing. I hate how we still have to come back to this. There should be no reason to change the timeline of the beef. It's literally set in stone. You can go on the YouTubes and look at it. It's right there. We were all there. How are we creating new narratives? It all happened. We all witnessed it. Not a single person missed this. How do you know? Look at the numbers. Kendrick, a person that disappears for years and come back and drop fire. Of course people's going to be excited. Because he doesn't drop music all the time. Versus somebody that literally drops all the time. You don't need to run to this knowing that the man that don't really be out in the open drops something. That was Kendrick Lamar's first rap beef on the official stage at his big age, bruh. Come on, bruh. At the age of Kendrick Lamar is at right now, that was his first rap beef on the main stage. And look what he did to his opponent. You damn right this shit's gonna rack up views.
He didn't sue them because they lacked promotion on his record. He sued them because they said, you promoted this record. Oh, and you did special things for this
Shout
record.
out, Judy.
What did he go through?
I'm not defending the lawsuit at all. I was just saying.
No, I know. Yeah. I'm just saying he hasn't went through anything. He hasn't went. The label hasn't even. They haven't did anything to him. That's their argument. They like, bro, what the fuck you talking about? We made you a fucking millionaire. We worked your fucking records. We made you an all American talent. That's their argument, and they're right. Even right now, they made you an all American talent. They didn't do anything wrong to him. He had everything go his way. The only thing that did not go his way is they didn't take down his song. That's what this shit is about. I made you this much money. Why you didn't take this song down? I don't like how it make me feel. That's it. Nothing else happened.
Can you give me an example of an artist?
Shut his shit down. They can shut his shit down.
I would like to go back to the dark part about if he goes independent. But first, could you give me an example of an artist who did go through a lot of things, just so you can kind of clarify what you mean by he didn't go through anything?
Michael Jackson.
Prince couldn't put out an album. He couldn't get out his deal. He had to put out his fucking music as a fucking symbol and still sold records. That's going through something. Going through something is when the labels do something to hinder your progress. They did nothing to hinder his progress. He got mad they promoted someone else because they were competing. Nothing happened to him. He lost a battle. The fact that we keep making this big thing because he lost a fucking battle. Oh my God. You know, they promoted this song and the song made me feel like you even thought of yourself as a pedophile. You made that fucking joke. You made it in the song because you got pictures where you kissing some 17-year-old girl in the head. And no.
It's the thumbnail. Like, it's been on YouTube for 7 years.
Nobody tripped. Niggas was like, oh man, you just goofy. You got your own shit and you made the joke. Why the fuck are we talking about like the labels went against him? Oh, the rappers went against. Nobody went against you. The nigga who started this shit, you had him on your record. If it was one nigga to blame for all this shit, Future would be to blame. He kicked all this shit off.
Metro Boomin, to be honest. I feel like Future would have been like the fall guy. You know what I'm saying? Metro Boomin had all the motive in the world to spark something. Like, think about it. Hey. Here's another thing. Bro. We Don't Trust You. When that first initially came out on the Friday, it didn't show any features. They pulled a Kanye move. I think that, okay, let me take it back. Because Kanye is the most famous person to drop a project and don't show the features. I don't know who the first rap artist was to do that. All I'm saying is that Kanye is the popular rap artist to do that, which made Travis Scott follow suit with the same shit. My point is, We Don't Trust You didn't have a single feature shown, but the features were there. You just got to listen through the project to hear the features. So with that idea alone, Metro knew that he had a bomb on this one. All right? So when you go down the album, and you get to the song Like That, and you listen to the like, when you hear that, it's like, oh, that sounds like some LA shit. And then you hear Future coming, just doing what he gotta do, and he rapping on this shit, he flowing, gliding, and then he stops, and all you hear is da 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 the way. These niggas talking out their neck, and then you hear Kendrick. It's like, nigga, the world stopped. The world stopped. This is the thing about Kendrick. When he drops, the world stops. I love how a lot of people are saying, oh, this Drake Iceman project is the make it or break it for hip hop, but this is a pop record. Come on. Kendrick Lamar is the one that has the rap album that's gonna make it or break it for rap. Y'all are focused on the wrong moment. Or you're trying to confuse a moment for a statement. Iceman was not a statement. Whatever Kendrick Lamar is working on, that is the next statement. That's all I gotta say. It just amazes me how people think, bro. Real talk.
The blame for all this shit, Future would be to blame. He kicked all this shit off, and you on the fucking record. Stop with the fake ass victim shit, man. Let's celebrate the man's success. He did well, but stop acting like he was going against anybody. He was going against himself. He was going against the lies that he wanted to believe.
Facts,
he
Alex.
wanted to go against. He went against himself. No fucking body went against him. He got mad because they were celebrating the success of somebody else. Oh, it ain't about me, bro. Do your thing, bro. God damn. His fans, that shit just fucking corny. Oh, he beat that. No, he didn't. No, he fucking didn't, bro. He didn't do shit. He did what he been doing. He did the exact same thing. He sold the exact same records he been selling. What the fuck are we talking about? They didn't come back and sell 1 million the first week. I'm back with a vengeance. I sold 1 million. Nigga, you just sold this same record the record before the last one. Nigga, this is what you do. Nigga, you are a great record maker. But stop with the lame ass bullshit. God damn, man. He didn't go through nothing.
G, I know you said you weren't going to listen to the music that dropped.
I have not. I refuse. I can't partake in this silliness.
So I just want you to know that Drake does describe himself as a corporate America hit survivor. So you should probably include that in your analysis.
They didn't even take his plane back.
They didn't even take his plane.
They loaned him a plane. They didn't even take the plane back. Nobody cared. Oh, you know what? Your Nike deal is cut. Kendrick beat you in a battle. The fuck are we talking about? You know what? We're not going to promote your tours. You lost that battle to Kendrick. Hey, we want our plane back. You lost that battle to Kendrick. That shit sound dumb. And I had to deal with this shit for the last 2 years. Oh, you know what? He lost a battle. His value. Bro, what are you talking? Who the fuck? What does that phone call sound like, Jay? Hey, you know what? The way Kendrick handled you, we need that plane back, man. You got to take that rap off that plane and give us our plane back, bro. You can't lose these battles. You got us looking crazy out here losing the battle. What? Jay, what are we talking about, bro? Like, what happened to him? He put himself through a bunch of shit in his own head? What happened to him? What?
I just want, to also consider, he explains to us in detail on the album that he is actually just fighting the man.
I was going to use that.
He is the man. Who the hell?
Not the company man, Justin Hunt as the gaslighter. That's crazy. See, Justin Hunt knows his role because Glass and Malone is on a roll, but like it just like they're assuming it's a rant. It's not a rant, it's just passion. But they're labeling it as a rant. Now here comes Justin Hunt with the gaslight to continue the rant. That's crazy.
Could he be fighting? He's the man. He is the man. What are you talking about? You got mad they found one person that rapped that they was like, hey, this is a good record. Let's promote it. Oh, how dare you? How dare you promote your artist that has a great record that's making fun of me? How dare you do that? I'm so disappointed. This is damaging to my career. Bruh, like, what in the pussiness has gotten into niggas? What the fuck is going on? Bruh, this is crazy, bruh. Like, the fact that we making it a big deal that he actually sold 400 or something. Bro, this is what he been doing. He sold. What the fuck is going on? Why would he not sell it? His name was the hottest after the battle. Like Kendrick's name was hot, his name was hot. They both were being overly promoted. What the fuck was gonna happen? He makes great records. Why the fuck would it not be fine? This shit dumb, bro. And you, god damn, man, it's like loser central. Cause like, how are you winning and still acting like a loser? Oh, you know what? Hey, you know what? They tried to take me out. Who tried to take you out? Who tried to take you out? Who did one thing to you? Nigga, you ain't went through nothing. You ain't did shit. You created all your own problems. You and fucking Future.
Damn right you created all your problems, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, yo, sit back and just think about it. He really did create all his problems. Y'all taking that in like he really did create all his problems. That's crazy to me, bro. Real talk. Okay. This was a 15-minute video. How long you think that reaction was? I got 45 minutes. What y'all got? Before, you know what? I'm going to look at it. Real quick. But I want to see what y'all got. Like, before I look, I'm going to say 45 minutes. All right? This was a 15-minute video. I think I reacted to this for 45 minutes. I want to see what people think in the comments. I'm going to look what we got. You got 47? What else we got? What else? Come on. I want to see more people. Throw out a number. Throw out a number. Like, Smooth Hour. I want who else? Before I say it. Oh shit, bro. God damn. Nobody else? Is that Big Sis? Big Sis, what's good? I see you, Big Sis. What's poppin'? How you feeling? I'm giving back a jet plane. I still think that Rancho Atlanta song is a humiliating ritual for Drake. We got I see you, gang. What's good, bro? One-eyed Lair. What's good, gang? 69. That's hilarious. Judy with the 1 hour. 43 minutes. That reaction was 55 minutes long, bro. That reaction was 55 minutes long. I talk a lot. I said 47. Well, based on your 5 minutes. No. Quickie, you weren't 5 minutes off. You were 5 minutes over. So based on the rules of the Price is Right, Judy, or no, not Judy. What the fuck? Alex, come on down. What the hell I said Judy for? Oh shit, bro. Man, this streaming shit, bro, it's hilarious. How the music go? How the Price is Right music go again? This ain't the Price is Right. What's good? How you say your name? I feel like I'm gonna butcher your name. Is it Jeremiah? It's Jeremiah, right? Make sure the Price is Right before you come on down. Oh shit! Not the MF Doom boss. That's crazy. But yeah, that. I feel like that was an important video for me to react to, because I wanted to spend the time to talk about how the numbers definitely does not add up to make you attain 2 billion or have billies on the table, or B's on the table. Sorry, the numbers don't add up. This is not your best work. So how does something that's not your best work equal to you having $1 billion deal? Better yet, your numbers do not compare to Taylor Swift's numbers. So how the hell do you have a $2 billion alleged deal and Taylor Swift doesn't? Make that make sense. Taylor Swift is a global superstar that still has the power to this day. Your superpowers are literally getting neutralized. And it happened off of one rap battle with the wrong one. So how does that equal to you? If you won the battle, it would have been different. If you won the battle, it would have made sense. I ain't gonna lie, but you didn't win. That battle was for the future of your career. That's the kind of battle that was. You didn't win. And now 2 years later, you're trying to make all these different claims as if they're true, but you're just creating stories as if this is Dr. Seuss.